The first step in creating a model is selecting the required atoms and dragging these into the model. In this Get Started tutorial, we will explain the basic atoms and show you how to change their parameters. The source atom is used to generate products into the model. The source determines how many and at what time products enter the model. Double-click the atom to alter its parameters. The source has 2 pages of parameters. As most atoms, it has a visualization page and a general page. On the general page, you can find important parameters such as the inter-arrival time. The default inter-arrival time is 10 seconds. All times in Enterprise Dynamics are always in seconds. If you enter 600, then each 10 minutes a product will enter the model. When your data is in minutes, you do not have to calculate the number of seconds. You can select the function mins that will convert minutes to seconds. After 10 seconds, each 10 minutes a product enters the model. The inter-arrival time does not have to be static. A statistical distribution can be chosen from the list. Here I choose an exponential distribution and change the average to 15 seconds. By default, an unlimited number of products are created. It is, however, possible to limit this to a fixed number. The queue is a waiting area for customers or a buffer for products. The important parameters of the queue are the capacity of the queue and the queue discipline. The last is the order in which the products leave the queue. Default is the option First In, First Out. Click twice on the drop-down to see the complete list of options. Here you see options such as Last In, First Out and random handling of the products. The server atom can be used to model a machine or a counter. Products that enter a server undergo a process and remain in this atom for a certain time. You can give separate rules for a setup time and for the cycle time. Click twice to open the setup time list. With the third rule, each 10th product will have a setup time of 10 seconds. Note that in this logic, the time and the interval rate are colored blue and can be altered. You can also view the script code of these logics. Sometimes it is easier to make changes in the code. Click the small button to open the script editor. More experienced users can also write their own rules in almost all property fields. The 4DS indicates that a field can have script code. In the cycle time field, all kinds of statistical distributions are found. For example, a uniform distribution. If you want to know the parameters, put your cursor on the word and click F1. The parameters are the minimum and maximum values of this distribution. This because the normal distribution is not in the list because it also allows negative values. To make sure a negative cycle time does not occur, the maximum of 0 and the value drawn from a normal distribution is in the list. The first parameter is the average, and the second is the standard deviation. Almost all atoms have a send to and input strategy property. These are very important for how the products flow through your model. See the video Product Flow, the Channel Concept to get more info on this. Most models will have a sink atom. When products enter the sink, they are immediately removed from the model. For the products, you can set the size. Note that the grid you see in the layout indicates each meter, allowing you to easily create a layout of a factory. You can use a background atom to insert a drawing containing the layout. When you double-click the 2D icon field, the Resource Manager appears. You can add your own images to this list. Enterprise Dynamics supports a lot of formats. This is also possible for 3D models. You can also change the 2D icon in the trigger fields. For example, if the product leaves the queue, change the icon. If you have several servers and would like to give them the same cycle time, you can either copy the atom or select all servers and use the Multi-Edit tool. Note that all the atoms show some information. The source indicates how many products have left. In this case, you also see 3 exclamation marks. The source shows these if it is not possible to place products into the model based on the given inter-arrival property. Because the queue is full, the product cannot be placed in the model based on the given rate. Depending on what you are modeling, you might need to make changes. For example, increase the capacity of the queue. The queue shows the number of products waiting in the queue. The server displays the utilization, and the sink shows the number of products that have left the model. Note that the newly added servers are not yet used. To learn about product flow, watch the video about the channel concept. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.